I want to read very quickly to you from the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 23. And it says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. It says, above all else, protect your heart. In other words, now, before you protect any other thing, protect your heart. You may have a house that you want to protect. You may have a reputation that you want to protect. You may have facilities or possessions that you want to protect, and rightly so. But the first thing you need to protect is your heart. You need to protect your heart. You need to guide your heart and what is coming into your heart. No, it's not everything that you need to permit in your heart. No, the things we see, the things we hear, all of these things are coming into our hearts and they're going to take residence there. Okay, they will take residence in our hearts. And once they take residence in our hearts, at some point they will begin to flow out. It says everything you do flows from your heart. That's why it tells us to guard our hearts. It says guard your heart above all else because everything you do flows from it. The things we are seeing in our lives right now, they are a reflection of what we have in our hearts. No, it's from the heart. No, once Jesus was teaching the people, and he told them that no, all the evil things that we see, murder, hate, all idolatry, adultery, all these things are coming from the heart. They're coming from the heart. Why are they coming from the heart? It's because the seed of these things has been planted in our hearts. You may not know what is happening to you at the moment through the things that you're listening to, through the things that you're seeing, through the emotions, the movies, the things that you see, all right, the pictures that you see. You may not know what is happening to your life through these things, but I tell you, certain seeds have been deposited on the soil of your heart, and no, these seeds may not germinate, in the next few days. They may not germinate and begin to grow in the next few years. All right. But at some point, you will realize that these things that have been deposited in your heart, if they are not uprooted, will grow and begin to bring forth fruit. What kind of fruit are they going to bring forth? It depends on the quality of the seed that has been planted in your heart. If there's a seed of the word of God that has been planted in your heart, now evidently the fruit that it will bring forth, sooner or later will be the fruit of what God talks about. But if it is the seed of evil desires, if the seed of adultery, if it is the seed of fornication, the seed of idolatry, or the seed of greed, the seed of hypocrisy, has been planted on the soil of your heart, at some point it will also grow and begin to bring forth fruit. And you may surprise yourself. And that's why you need to protect your heart and what the things that you permit in your heart. It's not everything you need to see. It's not everything you need to hear. Yes, sometimes we may not be able to control the things that we see or control the things that we hear, but we can choose not to allow them to stay on the soil of our hearts. Now remember that the daughters of Lot, when they were in Sodom, no, as Bible tells us, they saw all kinds of things and heard all kinds of things. In fact, in 2 Peter chapter 2, Peter tells us that Lot, had his soul tormented because of the things that he heard and saw in Sodom. And it wasn't only Lot that had his soul tormented in that manner. His daughters also had their souls tormented. Now, they saw all kinds of things and heard all kinds of things. And as they were seeing these things and hearing these things, certain seeds were then deposited in their hearts. Now, they didn't pay attention to these seeds of adultery, seeds of incest, seeds of homosexuality, lesbianism, were being deposited in the soil of their hearts. But they didn't pay attention to these things because they were not manifesting readily in their lives. I mean, while they were in Sodom, they were virgins, they were not polluted. No, I mean, they lived pure and holy lives while they were in Sodom. But when they left Sodom and began to stay with their father, what happened to them? Someday, they began to they began to think of committing incest with their father. All right, and eventually they did commit incest with their father, both of them. Now, why did they think of committing incest with their father? Why did they think that it was only their father that was available for them, to sleep with? Even if their father was the only man available on the face of the earth, was it right for them, to get involved in any kind of sexual relationship with him? No, it was wrong of them to do that, but they did it. They did it because the seed of incest had been planted in their hearts while they were in Sodom. It did not bring forth fruit in their lives when they were in Sodom, but eventually it brought forth fruit. So what I'm telling you is that the things you permit in your heart will determine what your life will give out. So you have to guard your heart with all diligence. You have to protect your heart above all else. Now, by doing so, you'll be able to keep your life from producing corrupt fruit, from producing any kind of evil, any kind of wickedness. And I pray that the Spirit of God will strengthen you to do so as you keep this in mind. In Jesus' name, God bless you.